Angola, a land of vibrant culture, breathtaking landscapes, and a history etched in both triumph and tragedy, but beneath the surface, a current of mystery runs deep. Angola holds a secret. It is a land where the veil between our world and the spirit world wears thin. From the bustling cities to the quiet countryside, stories of ghostly encounters and paranormal activity abound. These tales are whispered around campfires, shared within families, and passed down through generations. They speak of restless spirits, vengeful entities, and places where the living and the dead collide. Angola's tumultuous past, marked by centuries of slave trade, colonial rule, and civil war, has left an undeniable mark on its people and its land. The echoes of this turbulent past resonate in the eerie tales that have become deeply ingrained in Angolan culture. Here, in this land of sun-drenched plains and ancient forests, the supernatural is not merely a figment of the imagination. It is a palpable presence, a chilling reminder that some stories refuse to be forgotten. In Angola, ghosts are not simply scary stories told to frighten children. They are woven into the very fabric of society, an integral part of the cultural tapestry. Belief in spirits and the afterlife is widespread, transcending age, social status, and religious beliefs. These beliefs are rooted in ancestral worship, a practice that predates the arrival of Christianity and continues to hold sway over many Angolans. Ancestors are believed to exist in the spirit world, capable of influencing the lives of the living. They are both revered and feared, their presence felt in everyday life. Ghost stories serve as cautionary tales, reminding people of the consequences of their actions and the importance of respecting tradition. They also offer explanations for unexplainable events, providing a sense of order in a world often perceived as chaotic. These tales, passed down through oral tradition, are often infused with moral lessons and warnings about tempting fate. They speak of spirits seeking revenge, of souls unable to find peace, and of the dangers of venturing into forbidden territory. Looming over the city of Luanda, the São Miguel Fortress stands as a silent sentinel, a testament to Angola's turbulent past. This fortress, with its thick stone walls and strategic location, has witnessed centuries of history unfold. Built by the Portuguese in the 16th century, the fortress served as a key point in the transatlantic slave trade, witnessing unimaginable cruelty and suffering. The cries of those who were once shackled here seem to linger in the air, a haunting reminder of the human cost of this dark chapter in history. Today, the fortress is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, but its imposing walls hold more than just historical significance. They are a living museum, preserving the stories of those who passed through its gates, both the oppressors and the oppressed. They hold secrets, whispers of a dark and troubled past that refused to be silenced. The corridors, once bustling with the footsteps of soldiers and slaves, now echo with an eerie silence, broken only by the occasional unexplained sound. Many believe the fortress to be one of the most haunted places in Angola, a place where the anguish of the past seeps into the present. The mist that often envelops the fortress at night adds to its ghostly aura, making it a focal point for tales of the supernatural. Visitors and staff have reported strange occurrences within the fortress walls. Some have felt an inexplicable sense of dread, as if they were being watched by unseen eyes. Unexplained noises, sudden drops in temperature, and disembodied voices are commonplace. These phenomena have been experienced by many, from casual tourists to seasoned historians, all left with a sense of unease. Some claim to have seen spectral figures, the ghostly apparitions of slaves who met their untimely end within the fortress. These sightings are often accompanied by a cold chill, as if the spirits themselves are reaching out from the past. One of the most persistent tales involves the spirit of a Portuguese soldier said to have been murdered by his comrades within the fortress walls. His story is one of betrayal and vengeance, a tragic end that has left his spirit restless. His restless spirit is said to roam the ramparts at night, his anguished cries echoing through the corridors. Those who have heard his cries describe them as heart-wrenching, a soul in torment, forever trapped within the walls of São Miguel Fortress. The fortress, with its rich history and ghostly tales, continues to captivate and terrify those who dare to explore its depths. Section 4 screams in the night, the haunted hospital of Luanda. In the heart of Luanda, hidden in plain sight amidst the city's bustling streets, stands an abandoned hospital. This once thriving institution, now a decaying relic, is shrouded in mystery and fear. The hospital's exterior, with its broken windows and overgrown vegetation, tells a story of neglect and abandonment. Yet it is the stories that lie within its walls that truly send shivers down the spine. Once a beacon of hope, a place of healing, it now stands as a chilling reminder of human suffering and the fragility of life. The hospital's interior, with its broken furniture and peeling paint, is a stark contrast to the bustling life that once filled its halls. The empty hallways echo with the memories of countless patients who sought solace within its walls, only to find despair. Locals whisper tales of the hospital's dark past, of patients who died within its walls, their souls unable to find peace. These stories have been passed down through generations, each retelling adding a new layer of fear and intrigue. The hospital's shadowy corridors, dimly lit and filled with an eerie silence, seem to hold the secrets of those who perished there. They speak of eerie sounds emanating from the abandoned building, of flickering lights in the dead of night, and of shadowy figures lurking in the windows. These phenomena have been witnessed by many, each account more chilling than the last. The flickering lights, often seen in the darkest hours of the night, are said to be the spirits of the departed, trying to communicate with the living. Nurses who once worked there tell stories of patients who died under mysterious circumstances, their spirits lingering long after their bodies had gone. These nurses, now old and retired, recall the unsettling experiences they had while working in the hospital. They speak of patients who seem to be recovering, only to suddenly pass away without any explanation. The hospital beds, now empty, cast unsettling shadows that seem to move on their own. They describe feeling a constant sense of being watched, of unseen hands brushing past them in the corridors, and of disembodied voices whispering their names. These experiences have left a lasting impact on those who worked there, many of whom refuse to speak of their time at the hospital. The eerie atmosphere of the empty corridors, combined with the feeling of being watched, creates a sense of dread that is hard to shake off. One particularly chilling tale involves a young boy who died in the hospital after a long illness. This boy, whose name has been lost to time, is said to have been a cheerful and lively child, despite his illness. His death was a devastating blow to his family and the hospital staff who had grown fond of him. His parents, overcome with grief, claimed to have seen his ghost wandering the halls, searching for them. They described seeing a ghostly figure of a child in the dimly lit corridors, his eyes filled with sadness and longing. This sighting has been reported by others as well, each account adding to the legend of the haunted hospital. To this day, visitors report hearing the sound of a child's laughter echoing through the empty corridors, a haunting reminder of the hospital's tragic past. This laughter, often heard in the dead of night, is said to be the spirit of the young boy still searching for his parents. The distant, ghostly sounds that accompany the laughter add to the eerie atmosphere of the hospital, making it a place that few dare to visit after dark. Section 5. The Unseen Passengers' Ghostly Encounters on the Benguela Railway Line. Snaking its way across Angola, the Benguela Railway Line is a marvel of engineering, connecting the Atlantic coast to the heart of the continent. This railway line, stretching over 1,300 kilometers, is not just a feat of human ingenuity, but also a lifeline for many communities, facilitating trade and travel across the region. But for many, this iconic railway line is more than just a mode of transport. It is steeped in history and shrouded in mystery, a place where the past and present seem to intertwine in eerie ways. It is a place where the veil between the living and the dead is said to be thin, a place where ghostly encounters are commonplace. Travelers and locals alike have shared countless stories of strange occurrences and spectral sightings along the tracks. Built in the early 20th century, the railway line witnessed its share of tragedy. The construction was grueling and perilous, with many workers succumbing to harsh conditions, accidents and diseases. These tragic events have left an indelible mark on the railway's history. Countless workers lost their lives during its construction, their spirits said to haunt the tracks to this day. These spectral figures are often seen wandering the railway line as if still toiling away at their unfinished tasks. Passengers speak of seeing shadowy figures lurking by the side of the tracks, their forms barely discernible in the dim light. These apparitions are often described as wearing old-fashioned clothing, reminiscent of the early 1900s, of feeling an icy presence beside them, a chill that seems to penetrate to the bone. This cold sensation is often accompanied by an overwhelming sense of dread, as if an unseen entity is watching them, and of hearing disembodied voices whispering their names. These whispers are often faint and indistinct, yet unmistakably human, sending shivers down the spine of those who hear them. One of the most well-known tales involves a phantom train said to appear on moonless nights. This ghostly locomotive is a source of both fascination and fear for those who encounter it. Those who claim to have seen it describe a vintage steam engine, its windows glowing with an eerie light. The train appears almost ethereal, as if it belongs to another time and place. The train is said to travel silently along the tracks, its whistle a mournful wail that sends shivers down the spine. This ghostly whistle is often heard before the train itself is seen, adding to the sense of foreboding. Whether mere legend or chilling reality, the stories surrounding the Benguela Railway Line serve as a reminder that some journeys are best not taken alone. These tales of ghostly encounters add a layer of mystique to the railway, making it a place of both wonder and fear. As the train travels through the dense forests and misty landscapes, one can't help but feel a connection to the past, to the souls who once walked these tracks and perhaps still do. If you enjoyed learning about these spirits, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more supernatural stories from around the world. Share your own ghost stories in the comments below and let us know which legend you found the most chilling. Until next time, stay spooky.